let me be clear. I'm completely appalled by the fact that people are talking about this decriminalization of marijuana. That shit's horrible. The fucking devil's lettuce shouldn't be allowed to do it. Damn shame.
You just made him do the one-eyed jig. You just got a gummy. You just got a gummy.
I wonder what it'll do.
On the villagers! Bling, bling, bling.
If you made your way here,
Boners are here!
seriously screwed up in the visual. Which is why
Guess who's
the
coming?
podcast Dopeish is
The
intended for a
French
mature
gate is
audience
no
over the age of 18.
Here's the
So
bonus!
please, if you're not over 18,
Grab your
get the hell
women
off our
and
page
shut it
and
and
don't
run! Who do you want us can save us no more? It got more and more Scottish. Somehow from, and it got deep federal highlands.
I tried to act like it was a porn. I just went like the introduction and just had to build up to the climax.
No, we don't. Oh, no, we got that.
Alright. But see, I did it so that by the time we got to the climax, that's when you found out that the stepdad and stepdaughter.
Welcome to Dopeish. This is our episode 4.5, decriminalization of marijuana in Virginia. Happy High Day.
Commercial!
Well, you know, being a fucking hooligan, I've definitely encountered the law when it came to smoking weed, and that dealt with fucking probation and jail time, and that was fucking trash. So the fact that now it's decriminalized and I can just go outside and smoke a blunt, and worst thing that'll happen to me is I gotta pay $25 fucking dollars. I'll take that every fucking time. That's the best shit that's happened all year.
What's up, family? It's your boy Moose here. Just coming at you guys. Just wanted to talk to you about some recent happenings going on in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Marijuana has been decriminalized. Basically, anything less than an ounce has been reduced from a criminal charge to a $25 fine. That's pretty awesome. You know, it's not, recreationally legal or medicinal or anything like that, but it's a huge step in the right direction. For far too long, we have been imprisoning people for nonviolent offenses that haven't harmed anyone, and I think it's an amazing thing that starting now, that's not going to be an issue in regards to marijuana. Do I think that there are things that could be done better? Absolutely, 110%. I'm not going to get into that right now. And I think first and foremost, we need to address the people who have criminal charges on their background. Those records need to be expunged or pardoned or what have you, because we've changed the law and what they did is no longer a crime. They should no longer be penalized for that at this point. So yeah, that's my take on all of this. Thanks.
What up, Dopeish family and friends? It's your boy, the one and only, the revered man himself, Powder. Shout out to the holy light in the background. Please subscribe and pay us so we can afford better lighting. It would be kind of fucking awesome. But anyway, time for the content here. Enough of that bullshit. It's time for the Dopeish Tech Talk. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a show of support, but back on it. I am here today to talk about an interesting little piece of tech that I've discovered in my little waves through the internet. It is called the Instant Legolas. And what it is more or less, how do I say this? It turns a bow into more or less a gun, and I can show you how.
So whoever's watching this, please don't try this at home.
Spoiler, Powder's really into archery. But anyway, So it attaches to any open frame bow, and it is basically a rail system on a little clamp mount that would attach right here through two little bolts, and where you would normally draw and shoot arrows, it's mounted in. And this basically guarantees an on-shot accuracy, much like a gun barrel would for a bullet. But the cool feature about this is you're like, oh, cool, yeah, I just could do the same thing but put a tube on my bow. Like, what's the special thing about this? It has a magazine, like almost a mechanical magazine system, kind of like a bolt action in a way. So it's going to be shooting pretty much as fast as you can do that motion, which is, if you're a professional archer, pretty much every, let's see here, you could probably shoot 8 arrows in 5-10 seconds. I mean, honestly, that's what, I just watched a lot of videos on this particular device, and they had, like, a lot of world-ranked archers messing with it, and that's about the time they were getting. And accuracy-wise for the device, it was hitting at about 10 yards. Every 3 bolts was hitting the dude in the chest. And honestly, for people who are just practicing with a new device that is legitimately months old, it's kind of like, shit. Once it gets to be more of a practiced thing, I could see people doing some crazy Robin Hood shots with this, with very little training. It basically turns any person who can pick up a bow into Robin Hood, as long as they can and do that. So I'm kind of excited about this for my own personal, hunting excursions and just target shooting. I usually don't hunt personally. I actually more often than not target shoot, but to each their own. Anyway, that has been Powder's cool little tech talk. Namaste and Hare Krishna. Peace be on you.
Commercial! Hey, what's good, Dopeish fam? It's your girl Kayla coming to you live and direct from Texas Roadhouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my steak on. Anyway, right now, new in Virginia, we have the decriminalization of marijuana, where you can be caught with up to an ounce for only $25, and that shit, boy, yes. I'm sorry. I don't even smoke, but I am so for this. It is exactly what Virginia needed, and that's all I have to say about that. Amazing. Commercial!
Oh, that was so great.
All
right,
wait,
so...
were we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes!
I just thought about it.
You got that whole thing right there. Yeah, you better have.
Yep.
Good.
I'm still going.
Keep it rolling.
Testing!
Gold! It's gold!
Testing!
I'm a little jealous, because I can imagine, like, when you have, like, a bad night or something, you just sit there and hit play and just listen to this shit, and you're like,
That's what I did.
Bamboo no more!
I just watched
let's go smoke a blunt.
That'll make it so much better because you'll be like, God, we sound retarded.
Yeah.
Right?
And then when you're high, you're like, it's genius. Brilliant.
I must call the producers of NBC.
You said that just like the Grinch does.
Put us on Saturday
That's
Night
what I was
Live.
shooting
Really?
for. Thank you.
That's my
That's
favorite.
exactly what I was shooting for. That
seen
brilliant.
Topics, baby.
The Grinch?
We have already discussed this, you know. Or was you too drunk?
Probably.
Come here. Topics.
I could've
We
put
have
him
some
on.
topics, baby.
Huh?
Alright. What do you have?
That was the same noise, just a different.
All you have is that?
I heard that, John.
See, look, I wasn't even.
I'll pick up on the deep ones.
I bet you.
Nice.
Oh! Whoa! You're gonna pick up on the deep
Alright,
ones.
so I'm not the only one that caught that.
Whoa! Whoa!